If you're creative, and by that I mean music, writing, design, performance, or you just think differently, you probably don't choose where you live the same way that everybody else does. You're not just asking, is it affordable? You're asking things like, will I feel inspired here? Will I find my people? Will this place actually support how I think and live? That's what this video is all about. Hey, it's Kevin Sharpenberg with eXp Realty, and I service Kamloops and the surrounding TNRD. Let's talk about where living in Kamloops tends to work best if creativity is part of who you are. One thing that surprises a lot of people is that Kamloops has a real creative undercurrent. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's there. Art here feels woven into daily life. Murals, galleries, performances, workshops, and people creating because they want to, not because it's trendy. So if you value authenticity over hype, that matters. If you like being close to culture, walkability, and creative energy, the downtown and South Shore areas tend to attract creative people. This is where you're gonna find galleries, live performances, mural walks, cafes where people actually linger. Living closer to downtown makes it easy to walk to openings or catch a show and meet people organically. It feels connected and alive without being overwhelming. So if you want a bit more space, but you still want to stay plugged into the creative community, areas like Sahali and Valleyview often make more sense. These neighborhoods work well for people who create at home. They need a dedicated studio or workspace, but they want quieter evenings, but they still want to have easy access to the events in the community. So it's a good balance between focus and connection. For creatives who draw inspiration from the outdoors, places like Brocklehurst, Juniper, and parts of Barnhartvale can also be a great fit. These areas appeal to people who write, paint, or think best with space, take long walks, and use nature as part of their creative process. Kamloops makes it easy to step outside, reset, and then come back inspired. So one of the biggest advantages for creative people here is that the city doesn't demand one version of success. You can create professionally, create on the side, or create purely for yourself and still live a full balanced life. So there's room to experiment here without the pressure that you're going to feel in bigger cities. Now, here's the honest takeaway. So there isn't a one, creative neighborhood in Kamloops. The right place depends on how much energy you want around you. Whether you create socially or solo, and how you like your days to feel. Some creatives want buzz and then others want quiet. Kamloops supports both. So if you're thinking about moving to Kamloops and creativity is part of what makes a place feel like home to you, I'm always happy to talk it through. No pressure, just a conversation, and I'm curious, what kind of creative work do you do? Drop it in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.